Hi, I'm Jim Diamore Jr., and you're here with us at JDM Engineering, where this week we're doing a little bit of filming on some of the cars that are in the shop, showing you a little bit about what's going on, what we have going on, some new products, some stuff on sale, some of the customer cars that we've been working on. It's been a pretty busy week here, so we got a lot of stuff to show you. Let me bring you out to the shop and show you what's going on. We were able to finish up the front suspension work on our Beryllium race car. However, we were a little bit busy, so we had to pull the car out of the shop and use the bay for a supercharger install. This week we had a very good friend of ours, longtime customer, Bill Janes, come down with his 2008 Roush 428R Mustang. Bill brought along with him a good buddy of his, Fred, who brought down his 2008 Mustang. While Bill was here, we were doing some upgrades to his Roush car, which included a cold air kit, our supercharger pulley, an idler pulley, and a custom computer tune, which my father did on the dyno. Bill's Roush ended up making 442 horsepower at the tires, which is a huge upgrade over the stock 379 horsepower it came in with. With just some simple tweaks like this, we were able to put over 60 horsepower at the tires to this car. Now, Bill's buddy Fred, he couldn't stand around and just watch his car being worked on, so he decided to put on a Saleen supercharger. He figured he wouldn't let Bill have all the fun. Fred's car ended up making 450 horsepower on the first dyno pull. This is on our Stage 1 supercharger kit with just 9 pounds of boost. Now that these guys have the work finished on their cars, they're headed over to Englishtown Drag Strip tonight for some test and tune runs. They're hoping to both get the car into the 11-second zone. Bill's car stands a good chance because he's got the new Nitto 20-inch drag radials on his car, but with Fred having the stock BF Goodrich tires, he may have a little bit of a problem getting some traction. Still, both cars should perform very well, and they're both going to drive it home up to Maine, which is about a 6-hour drive tomorrow. So they both came in today, got some big power upgrades, and they're both driving home first thing tomorrow morning with big smiles on their faces. Another gentleman that made it up here this week for some upgrades was Jeff Smith. He brought in his 2005 Mustang Automatic GT, where we put a Saleen Series 6 JDM Stage 1 kit on. This should be enough to bring his car to 450 horsepower at the tires and get him running in the mid-11-second zone in the quarter mile. Jeff's car came in here pretty much bone stock. All he had was a set of nice drag tires and a full exhaust system. We did our Stage 1 upgrade kit, which includes the Series 6 supercharger, custom JDM tune, cold air intake with bigger injectors, bigger mass air, and we run 9 pounds of boost on this. Along with the supercharger kit, Jeff got a set of gauges. We also added one of our automatic transmission catch cans to the car. Now, this automatic transmission catch can is also on sale this week at JDM Engineering for $159. This is a great item for the 2005 to 2008 Mustang GT automatic cars. If you have an automatic and drag race the car, this is a must. What happens simply is the 5-speed 5R55 automatic transmissions, they have a vent on the top of the transmission. This vent is designed to release pressure inside the transmission. When there's too much pressure built up from the transmission being either too hot or having too much shift pressure, fluid will actually come out of this vent. Now, you're going to lose transmission fluid, and anybody knows that when you run low on transmission fluid, you can overheat the transmission and cause some internal damage, if not lead to permanent failure. So what we do is we add a vent, we add a rubber hose to the vent, and we run that hose all the way up to the engine bay where we have our transmission catch can. It mounts on the engine firewall where the transmission fluid is able to run up the hose, run into the catch can while the transmission's hot, and then after it cools down, the fluid drains all the way back into the transmission. This way, no fluid is lost, and you're not spilling any transmission fluid on the track. That way the track official and the racers behind you don't hate you either. Okay, also this week we were able to get some work accomplished on our brand new Sterling 25th anniversary Saleen. This car came in here from Saleen. We're going to be racing it this year in both Fun Ford Weekend and an MRA Racing Series. Right now we're getting the car ready with a 6-point roll bar. This is going to be so that the car is legal to run into the sub 1150 zone. We expect the car to run in the mid to high 10-second zone. We're going to showcase Saleen's S302 engine and all their upgrade products. We're going to do the tuning and suspension, and right now we're just trying to stiffen up the chassis with our 6-point roll bar. Down here also this week we have a 2008 Vapor and Black Stripes Shelby Mustang. This Shelby GT500 was brought down here from New York by Chris Yakis. He's the owner of the Mustang. We're installing a Whipple 3.4 polished supercharger. All said and done, this car should make about 700 horsepower at the tires and running on 93 octane pump gas. Thanks for stopping in this week here at JDM Engineering. Come around next week where you'll see more cars that we'll be working on and running some specials on more products. If you have any questions, you can always reach us at teamjdm.com. You can reach me at tech@teamjdm.com, or you can always call us at 732-780-0770. You can ask for me, Jim Jr., or one of our new sales representatives, Chris or Russ. Thank you and have a good night.